I'm going to share with you the story for the fifth Sunday in Lent. Once again, I'm going to read from the Spark Story Bible. If you have one of these at home, you can open it up and look too. We're on page 440, the story of Lazarus. Let's see, I see Jesus there. Ooh, I wonder what she is saying. Do you see the tears in those women's eyes? Look at Jesus' face. He has tears too. Let's hear the story. 3 of Jesus' good friends included a man named Lazarus and his sister, Mary and Martha. Jesus was on a long journey when he found out that Lazarus was dying. It took Jesus a few days to travel to see his sick friend. When Jesus arrived, he saw Lazarus' sister, Martha. She had some sad news. Jesus, Lazarus is dead, cried Martha. I wish you could have arrived earlier. You might have been able to save him. Jesus tried to comfort her. Martha, don't be sad. Lazarus will live again. Martha believed what Jesus said. Then Lazarus' other sister, Mary, came to greet Jesus. Mary wished Jesus had come sooner too. Jesus, if you had been here, Lazarus might still be alive. She wept. She also believed Jesus could have healed her brother. Jesus was sad because Lazarus died too. He cried and he cried. Jesus, Martha, and Mary went to the tomb where Lazarus was buried. Jesus told some people standing there, "Take the stone away from the tomb." The people were surprised at what Jesus had said. Martha reminded Jesus that Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. They had already made his body ready for burial by wrapping it in special cloths. It was going to be pretty smelly, I think. But Jesus knew what he was doing. He insisted that they open the tomb. When the heavy stone was rolled away, Jesus said, "Lazarus, come out!" The people were frightened and amazed when Lazarus came out of the tomb. Since his hands and feet were all wrapped in the burial clothes, the people had to help Lazarus. When the people saw Lazarus alive again, they laughed and sang and danced. Many people that day believed Jesus would bring new life to all people. Do you see Lazarus? And all the people, how excited they are. If you had been friends with Lazarus, how would you have felt after he died? How would you have felt when you saw him alive again? I wonder if you knew that Jesus cried. Every time that we're sad and that we're crying, Jesus cries with us too. You know, when he went to visit his friend Lazarus, he knew what would happen. He knew he could make Lazarus well again. But he was still sad that Lazarus had died and that he was no longer walking on this earth. He was still sad that Mary and Martha hurt so much for missing their brothers. Even though Jesus knew that all good things can come, he was still sad. He still cried. Right now, if you feel sad, if you feel scared, and you cry, Jesus cries with you. Even though Jesus knows that all good things will come, that new life will happen again. When we're sad, Jesus cries with us too.